There's 4 gibs. Excuse me, 3 gibs per head. So what you would do is, when you go to put one in, is you would take your wrench and snug one here, this one here in the middle, another one in the middle, and then one on this end. Take your hammer set, which is preset to the height you want your knives to run. If you see this, take this, set it on your head like so, and then you would take a hammer and tap down, and once these hit your head on each side, your knife is set to the right height. It's pretty simple to do. Back view, plate, motors. You can see your adjusters on this side. This is one adjuster, and then this motor, you would pull straight back on these 2 here. This and this, if you unloosen this, tighten these, and it pulls your motor straight back. You shouldn't have to use these unless you're aligning the motor, because your tensioners that are on each side that we looked at earlier, which are located here, will take most of your slack out. That's what you would actually tighten your belt up with. When you see you've ran out of all your adjustment there to tighten your belt, then you would come back here and loosen these up on your motor and slide it back after you loosen this, and then you could pull back down on that for your tensioner. Your belt underneath, same principle with the tracking. Tensioner on the other side. Underneath here, grease fitting on the back of your cylinder. This is the chute your shavings come out of. These were put here when it was built. These are just to hold it in. You never adjust these. These are already locked. You'll never have to do anything with these. Coupler, hydraulic pump. This wear coupler here, it would be the only thing you would ever have to wear that you would need to change. You would just unbolt this, slide it back, put a new one in, slide it forward, lock it back down. Not something you have to do regularly. To get all of this exposed to grease or to work on anything, you have control panels here that are located, if you see 3. You see 3 here. These are self-tapping screws that have a 3/8 head top. This whole panel will come off. You can pull one panel off here, do all of your greasing and all of your maintenance and adjusting by moving the carriage by only having to take one panel off. That's the easiest way to do it, so you only have to remove one. When you go to unload this machine at the port, what you would want to do is have a crane, because it's going to be an open top container, and you would want to run a spreader bar from that post to this post, your 2 main upright supports, spread it out and go up, and let your crane pick it up in 4 places so that it's choked around. Then you could take it out and set it down in place. It's very important when you go back to the control panel that you check after running 10 hours, cut your power off, lock it out, and check all of your nuts and bolts inside of here, all of your connections for your motors, to make sure that everything is tight. Because the initial transportation and the vibration and all of that can work some of these loose, so you'd want to make sure that all of those are tight, and all of your controls, your control wires, everything. Just kind of take you a screwdriver and check them all out after 10 hours. Do it with every nut and bolt on this machine. And that pretty much concludes everything you would need to know. Thank you.